Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a hidden synergy that most players completely overlook. We are talking about how Heather Mason, a hero many people misunderstand, can actually become a strategic powerhouse when paired with the right legacy Berserk hero. In older states, the strongest and the most stable pairing for maximizing Heather's potential is Heather Mason plus Sam. These combinations unlock a loop of pressure, debuffs, and forced self-inflicted damage that can turn even taught matchups in your favor. So let's break down exactly how that works. First, let's talk briefly about Heather's reputations in community. Many players see her as either an extra damage dealer or a situational support hero that only shines in certain matchups. Some believe she lacks the raw burst that other heroes bring. The problem is that these options come from using Heather in the wrong lineups. Heather's real strength reveals itself only when she can consistently trigger Divine Taint in combination with Enfeeble effects. On her own, she can feel inconsistent. With Sam, she comes reliable and oppressive. Now, depending on state's age, the current Berserk meta connection shifts. You may see Nicola, Derek and Bingo, Kyle, Robbie, Stacy, or Sam, or others in younger states. However, the older states, Sam remains the strongest and most stable synergy choice due to how his shields and debuffs align perfectly with Heather's kit. Let's go through Sam's skills to understand why he pairs so well with her. His first skill, every 2 turns, Sam charges and slams into enemy front row. This attack deals significant damage and, more importantly, applies Fracture, which increases the damage the enemy takes from all your friendly squads. Heather's benefits directly because her frequent damage ticks become stronger and your entire formations gains better offensive momentum. Sam's second skill, every 4 turns, Sam grants a strong shield to every friendly Berserk style squad in the first 2 rows. This is where the core synergy begins. When those shields break, Enfeeble is applied to all enemies. Each stack of Enfeeble reduces the enemy's damage dealt. In the other words, Sam not only protects your side, he actively weakens the enemy every time they break through that protection. This is exactly the condition Heather needs to activate her full potential. And Sam's third skill, when Sam blocks a portion of incoming damage and reflects part of its back as pure damage that ignores defense. This keeps your frontline durable while constantly chipping away at the enemy. Your formations become harder to break while still generating meaningful output. Now let's connect this to Heather Mason. Heather's main skill activates every single turn. She fires Rebirth-infused bullet that deals damage and applies Divine Taint. Divine Taint increases the target damage taken and causes them to damage their own allies when they use a skill while enfeebled. Sam provides Enfeeble, Heather punishes Enfeeble. Her shared Nightmare sub-skill amplifies this punishment even further. Every time an enfeebled enemy uses a skill, they inflict damage on their own team. This means your opponent is punished simply for playing the game normally. They cannot avoid taking this damage unless they stop using their heroes, which of course is not possible. So the synergy works like this. Sam shields break, Enfeeble applied. Headers applied Divine Taint every turn. Enemy uses a skill. They damage their own troops. Some absorbs and reflects damage, keeping your frontline strong. Header keeps pressure consistent and continuous. This is a looping damage engine that forces your opponent into constant disadvantage without requiring risky timing and special setups. So if you have been sleeping on Header Mason, now it's the time to rethink your lineup. Pair her with some in older states and watch your fights shifts from reactive defense to controlled dominance. If you found this breakdown helpful, drop a like, subscribe and tell me which hero's energy you want me to analyze next. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.